An update now from the protest in the Cape Town campuses, and Vanessa Poonah is on the line with us. Vanessa, very good afternoon to you. Now look, earlier reports indicate that there were disruptions at the Bellville campus. Do take us through today's developments there.
Yes, good afternoon to you. Earlier on at the Bellville campus of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, quite extensive damage reported. Apparently students had overnight protested again by pelting stones and rocks at various buildings, including the Information Centre, as well as windows of the office of the Vice Chancellor of CPUT, Dr. Prince Nebatulu. His office has also been stoned, and when we spoke to him inside his office, so rocks and splintered glass could still be seen after the students lashed out there at that university. Now, when we spoke to Dr. Nebatulu, he was saying that students really are still protesting, not satisfied with the 0% fee increase, but a number of other demands. For example, they're also calling for all student debt to be written off, etc. Now, the mood on that campus was rather solemn. That campus has been closed. Just a group of about 50 students or so sitting and greeting each other. Not much happening, but across the way from the Bellville campus of CPUT at the University of the Western Cape, we've seen hundreds of students marching again, shutting down the university. The university was opened today to allow for students that to study for the upcoming exams, which has been postponed by a week. But today we saw hundreds of students marching through the campus, closing down the venues that have been opened, and they're also calling for ultimately the fees, university fees, to fall. That's what they're saying, that they're not satisfied with the 0% increase for next year, but essentially that students remain indebted, and but they have given an assurance, some students at UWC, is that they are not refusing to write exams. They've made it quite clear that the exams will go ahead, but that they are also going to continue their protest action for free tertiary education.
Vanessa, look, now there were a couple of institutions that had obtained court interdicts against the protesting students last week. Is UCT one of them? What is going on that front? We know that the exams have begun in some other institutions.
Yes, it's very interesting that you mentioned the court interdict, because today in the Bellville area as well, that's where the CPUT campus as WC is situated, we did see a huge police presence with at least 7 or 8 police vans, including members of the public order policing. But this time round, not on campuses. This time the police seems to be keeping their distance, and that could be as a result of that court interdict, the agreement, the final draft order that came to conclusion in the Western Cape High Court, in which the police undertook not to use undue or excessive force to quell student protests. I can also say that the Office of the Western Cape Police Ombudsman has launched an investigation into how police handled the student protests around Cape Town. And this obviously follows last week. We saw water cannons and tear gas being used to quell those protests. So we do know that the Ombudsman spokesperson here have told us that they have received a request to probe the matter from the provincial Community Safety Department.
Thanks for that. That's Vanessa Poonah with us online from Cape Town, where students also continued their protest action.